This week on the Push Pull Legs podcast, the creative juices are not flowing. And 3, 2, 1. I'm feeling uninspired. Daniel.
Hey guys, welcome to the Push Pull Legs podcast for myself, Damik.
And me, Tom Hall. What's going on, bro?
Same here, mate. Same here. It's time of year, innit? It's too hot. It's too hot. Definitely too hot for me, anyway. Certainly too hot for you as well. But yeah, mate, feeling a little bit the same, to be honest. But I'm back to sunny England on Sunday, so hopefully that'll reinvigorate me a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, one of the most chipper nations of the world, no?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just a bit of greenery I'm missing, I think, to be honest. But it's just I've had one of those days, or certainly yesterday and today, those days where I just need to have a little walk outside go for a coffee, let my mind clear, scream a little bit into the abyss, and then come home and just be chilled. But I haven't been able to do that because here you can't really do that. It's not like the sort of place where you can step outside your house and walk anywhere. Number one, even the best of days, and certainly not when it's red hot, baking, very humid, and about 43 degrees. So yeah, it's a bit frustrating. It feels a little bit COVID-like, just like lockdown. It was like you're only allowed out for 10 minutes to do your food shop and then you have to come home again. It was just a little bit like that. It's like you don't really do much. So very much looking forward to just a bit of fresh air and just being able to walk outside and do something and then come back, and just amazing what things you miss. Amazing what things you miss.
Isn't it?
Just that crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel very lethargic today. I think it's just one of those days. Like, because I was talking to you before, and it's like, I think I woke up like, it was one of those, I was, your mind's racing slightly when it was going to bed. And then
Yeah. They're the worst.
I woke up at 2, then I woke up at
Mm,
4, then I woke
yeah.
up at 4:30, then I woke up at 5, and I'm like,
Awful.
oh, I just know after doing like the mandatory work, I'm gonna crash.
Yeah.
Literally, I was just like after my last session, I had like a 12 to 1, came home, and I was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna kind of do nothing, see if I can nap, see if I can kind of just do something until this cool, and then I think I'll reinvigorate myself. I know it's going to be painful, but I will go for a run and see if there's some blood
Oof.
blood flowing through me.
It's
Because
controversial.
I know what I like 9 times out of 10. Once I for that exact kind of like I need some just energy, just like I've got to
Mm,
force the energy to be with me. And then I'll be able to come back home and probably like shower. Oh, I can do one more hour of work, or at least 45 minutes of slight productivity
mm.
before I want to turn in. Also, I'm not up early tomorrow, so kind of when I see that, I'm like, oh, I can work a little bit later. It's fine. I have my
Yeah.
time off in the middle of the day. But yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? Bit
Yeah,
of
we all go for it, don't we? I think we all have those times where we're feeling uninspired, or I don't like using the word demotivate because I don't think that motivation is something you rely on, but certainly inspiration for creativity can be low. Um,
mm,
and like I said to you before, I think this is what I say to my clients all the time. I'm like, so when you are feeling creative, you need to make more content. So like I'm sat here right now going, oh, not feeling that creative and I'm not feeling that inspired or whatever, and certainly wouldn't make great content. And I'm sat here with a folder of 6 video files that all will become pieces of content that I can edit. So it kind of mitigates that problem. So my advice is always, when you are inspired and you are feeling creative, do not just make one fucking video. Like, do more. Like, go above and beyond. Do loads of stuff. In the same way that in any other business, if you were doing something really well, you go do more of it. Do you know what I mean? You make the most of it. It's like for some reason we just assume that we're going to be able to make content every single day. It's why I can never understand why people make content every day on the fly. I don't understand how they can do it. I'm like, make loads when you are feeling great, and then save it. No,
yeah,
I don't get it. Like,
literally.
if you're waiting to be inspired on the day, you're fucked.
I
Like,
think like lucky. I'm not lucky because I fucking do it. Because obviously my YouTube stuff, and also I can cut that, edit it,
yeah,
3 to 4 reels per thing. Hot seats, 3 to 4 reels per thing.
yeah.
There's always about 9 fucking reels if I do like
Mm,
one or two of them a week, ready to go. Which I know for me on an editing because I just put it through AI. It cuts it a little bit better. Then I redo it
yeah.
slightly. It'll take me 10 minutes, and I'm
Mm,
like, oh. And if you're feeling fucking non-creative as well, having like
yeah.
a consistent like 6 to 9 reels, just to which is you. Well, from when I was creative or talking like energetically or whatever, it's just such a fucking blessing, isn't it? You're just like, all right, fine, that's that. It's not a that'll do content because it was stuff that I planned out previously. It's like I've done it
Mm,
kind of content. Like,
correct.
fuck me. It's like, thank God. It's reiterating a point. It's pushing you back to somewhere else. I really want you to go over to YouTube because I think I'm better there.
Yeah.
That kind of shit, right? So. Yeah, I think both of us are feeling slightly, and we just, I guess, outlining, we fucking feel it too with the coaches that are listening to this. Jesus
I think that's
Christ.
the thing is like is people think that no one feels this way, and I do think that as you get more aligned with your niche, more aligned with what you believe and what you talk about, this happens less frequently. I will say that, but it does happen, and it's just recognizing the triggers and recognizing why it occurs. Like I know why I feel the way I feel. It happens every single time that certain things in my life happen. It happens maybe like 2 or 3 times a year, and I know it every single time. I know it. And so I can always plan for it in a way. And I don't think enough coaches recognize these things. So, for example, myself, I know that when Mike goes back to the UK, always feel a little bit more like, like, because we're
Mate,
not
you're
chatting about
buzzing,
stuff.
man. You're
Yeah,
normally,
yeah, no,
that's when you're
I
best.
should be well happy. Yeah, yeah, I should be happy as I've been. So yeah, it's like I always notice a slight drop because again, I probably one of the only other people maybe that I see on a work day actually in the flesh, other than Laura, and Isabel. So that's number one, and number two is when I'm not playing golf. Like so, then like you throw that into the mix, and it's like, well, I play golf 5 times a week, and it's down to zero at the moment, and I don't have much time to go out and clear my head. It's inevitable that then that's gonna increase, right? And again, like and they're going back to the UK, for example, for 3 weeks. I know that I'll be feeling fine then because it's a different environment, different stimulus, different things going on, seeing family, seeing friends. I'm going to be inspired. I'm going to have loads of ideas off the back of coming back from it. I just recognize these lulls in my year and I know when they are. And I think it's important that everyone else does as well. They recognize it. I think the heat for you probably doesn't help. I don't think. That's probably a bit of
Yeah.
a thing. Same as me right now. It's like it's hot and it can be an issue. And I've had the same thing where you have a couple of messages or a couple of people that might piss you off, and then you sit in bed and you stew on it because you're like, well, I can't sleep because it's too hot, and then you stew on that, and then because you're quite active, active brain, and you want to do your best, and you worry and it just doesn't take much when you're a business owner, or well, I don't want to say perfectionist because I don't think that's really the best way to describe it, but those little things can just sit with you a bit longer than they should,
Yeah.
especially when you've got again if I was to be able to play golf, I'd probably forget all about that shit and I just clear my head, but because you haven't had that chance to clear your head, it just you don't get that chance to reset and go, no, I'm fine. You just still stew on it a bit longer.
What you really want is when you are playing golf, those messages to come through to piss you off as well. That's the best thing that happened to me all weekend.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with that either. Like I struggle. Like I'm lucky over here because when I play golf it's early in the morning, no one bothers me.
Mm. Mm.
But I would need to find a different way of keeping my score on without my phone. Like,
Right?
obviously, I have a
Yeah.
scorecard and stuff, but like I use an app that obviously with the strokes gain stuff is quite in depth and detailed, and it requires you to use your phone every single like to try and remember where every single shot landed in a round would be quite difficult. But for me, if I could go and play golf, leave my phone in the car, oh my God,
Oh, same.
bliss. Give me that every single day. And maybe I should do it more often and worry less about where my ball's going and I'm tracking it on the app and stuff and just use pen and paper.
Yeah.
But my God, like that feeling is great. Like in fact I am gonna do that more. I've decided right now. I've just decided
Mm.
I'm gonna buy a pad that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna be one of those pros that stuffs in my back pocket and it takes up all this. No, I'm not really. But like
I
literally
don't
gonna
know how
write it
they play
down.
with that, right? I don't know how
I
they
have
play.
no idea either. I've
I
no
get
idea.
so uncomfortable with like I like three things in my pocket, and I'm just like,
Oh, as little as possible. Like,
yeah,
yeah, and it's so yeah, I'm actually going to do that. I've just decided to commit to that for next season. I'm actually going to stop using my phone even for tracking certain things on. Maybe a couple of times a week. Maybe still the odd day here and there, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's just
But I think it's important for like I think people, especially for coaches, I guess creative blocks happen. Like I was just we were speaking and how what we do instead of or what we do when we are creative is probably it's not perfect, but I guess it works for us.
mm,
But if like, so I had, when was I meant to be? I was meant to be filming. I'd like put it in my diary to like film 4 YouTube videos. Cool. So that is, let's say, half an hour each, pretty much of filming.
mm.
So it's a 2 hour block of like, all right, or 2.5 to 3 hours maybe of YouTube. And I was just like, I sat down. I was just like, nah, I've got no
Yeah.
energy. And like one of the things on YouTube, that kind of stuff, need to bring a little bit of energy. Otherwise, it's
Hmm.
fucking terrible. So
Yeah.
instead of just completely writing off the whole day, like whatever it be, I was just like, no, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to sit here for at least a half an hour to 45 minutes. I'm going to slightly plan those 4 YouTube videos, and then I'm going to just sit there, vaguely script it out, and then, so I know they're ready to go, and find the relevant, because obviously I do like coach reacts videos or like
Yeah.
kind of analyzing movement and that kind of stuff. So use that time for research. Like, what people am I doing next? What stuff I'm gonna go on like Mike Isotel's page and go, what's
Mm.
worked well on his page at the moment? All right, I'm gonna go look at that. I'm gonna do some screen records so the files I need for later in the day are already done, so I can put them in that folder. It's like, oh, cool. I'm gonna do some box jump shit. I was like, I dug up one. So the one I ended up doing, because I knew I'd get fun for, was I dug up the old Atletico Madrid training session,
Wow.
which we know is very fun. So I was like, I can do this one. I perked myself up for that and managed to get one
Yeah.
done after like 45 minutes of doing some work, grinding out some excitement. And then I was like, actually, I can act pissed off at this one. This is fine. Like, this is all I got to do. So I've already seen it
Again.
before. I haven't got to come up with any knowledge or
Yeah.
anything that I've got to do, right? Drawing those on those experiences. But I think like that's where you said like you'd go and edit, possibly. Like you'd just sit there and do a mundane thing. Like,
Yeah, I think that's the thing is it's coming up with ideas is the creative side of it, right? But doing the mundane tasks, like you just said, finding videos to react to, oh, that's easy. I can do that
yeah,
with my eyes closed. Like,
yeah,
don't need to be in a good mood to do that. And, if anything, maybe being in a bad mood might be even better. Yeah, it's that stuff
literally.
again, learning how
Mm.
to watching YouTube videos, learning how to edit, how to film stuff better, how to do actually research. You can do that quite comfortably, like to get ideas. You don't need to do anything with it, but just other than learn. I think like 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 I've said before, coaches are just unaware of what needs to be done and the fact that this stuff goes on all the time.
And if you haven't, pin 3 note sections, the top of your fucking notes, for when you are creative on some sort of idea that pops in your head throughout the day. Go reels, long form, carousel, whatever it be. Write it in there so you have those things for when you are creative and like because you'll think of something on the fly like straight
Yeah.
away. So I've got one that's YouTube series like and I've got a bunch of shit that I would be like, I've got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 YouTube series that like I've thought of over the last month or so. I'm just like,
Mm.
all right, I want to do those, and those will turn into reels, and those will do whatever. And then I've got a golf one because obviously that's like personal content. I've like I ended up doing one the other day with me doing the old Ron O'Sullivan into the same fucking shot thing. So yeah, that's I feel like I don't know whether people do that. I hope they do. It seems like such a quick, easy thing of sorting files and pinning fit like stuff to the top. Very easy.
Yeah.
Like just have it there. So when you can drop it down and then you're like, all right, really cool. You don't have to. For the love, obviously, I work with Mike. I hate going into another Google folder to have to go into another like sheet to write down in that sheet what my ideas are. It's 3 clicks too many for me. I can't be bothered to do it. So I put it
Mm.
that in my notes section. Mike knows
Mm.
that. I was like, I'm going to put it in there because I cannot be bothered to access your fucking G folder. Is that okay? I was like, we spend enough of our times in G folders. It's okay. And then I'll just bring it up when we do a call or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that kind of shit. Same information. Yeah, it's just more on my fingertips.
Yeah, it's more so I think with that, it's more so like someone again you look up to goes, right, you probably start doing this and doing this. Okay, cool, but I'm not gonna do it that way because that way is a bit complicated. I'm still
Mm.
gonna do it. I'm still gonna do it,
Yeah,
but just
yeah.
not the way that it's
Mm.
it's getting straightforward, right? It's I just yeah, like I said, I think we all need to find our own versions of what's good and bad days and creative and inspired and uninspired and then write down what we need to do with that and be aware of it. I think we probably write down less now because we're more aware of what we're doing and things like that. I think it's okay to give yourself permission to just not do it as well. Like I said before the call, we often what I say to people is you're in a position where you're feeling uninspired, you're feeling like you're uncreative, and then you try and be creative anyway, and then you beat yourself up for the fact it's shit, and then you feel like you could be doing more. And I'm like, nah, once you've done all the bare minimums that day, you've done all the client work, you've done it, just sack the rest of the day off and just go sleep, go do something you want to do, watch TV, do whatever. Just sack it off and admit that that day is not the day you're going to do it, and then make sure that today you wake up and you do everything you can to be in the best position tomorrow. So like you said, you didn't sleep well. So it's like, well, okay, well, tonight you need to make sure you sleep well, that you sort stuff out, you get stuff in. So, best thing you do is relax, watch some crap TV, make sure you eat something decent, whatever you need to do. And then you wake up feeling fresh the next day and then be more creative then.
Literally.
Whereas coaches do that and they try and do all the work, they try and do it anyway, they feel bad, they think it's shit, they never get it published, it never actually becomes content or anything because it's crap. They then beat themselves up, they don't relax, they don't chill out, they have another bad night's sleep, and then the next day they do the same thing again. Well, it seems pointless to me. That seems pointless to me, but whatever you want.
Horrible.
But
Horrible.
yeah, there we go.
But in other news, mate, I play football again.
I saw and you won again, didn't you?
7-5.
Did you score?
I played centre back again, mate.
Okay. Did you score?
No.
Okay. Then you're shit.
Um,
So
I'd like to say I wasn't. We gave away 3 penalties.
you gave away three
No, I
penalties.
did not give away any penalties.
Whoa, hang on, you're a team here, Tom. Hang on, there's no I in team. There's no I in team, Thomas, and you conceded
Um,
5 goals.
5 goals, I know.
That's not great, is it?
To be
Isn't your
fair,
job as a centre half to stop goals going in?
looks well, it looks worse than it is because one of them was a complete worldie. I'm
Mm.
passing blame here. One of them
I
was
have
an
to,
absolute
I have to
worldie,
take your word for that, don't we?
and 3 penalties. I didn't give away any penalties, so they were penalties. Trust me. But
See.
my other defenders decided to just kick people. Apparently, when they got
Mm.
the same guy 3 times as well. It's like, can we learn that he does step overs, please? All right,
Yeah,
fucking
maybe
hell.
stop kicking.
Stop kicking him, or kick him before he gets to the box. That'd be the thing to
That's
do.
what's involved.
And then the last one, I was actually a decent goal. That one, we'll let him have that one. But we were 7-2 up as well. So like, and we conceded a penalty in the first 2 minutes. So we went 1-0 down. Then we went to 7-2. So yeah, I think we stopped playing a little bit once you're that far
Sounds
ahead.
like it.
Like
Sounds like you
you're
didn't do
like,
the whole like switch on, and point your heads.
no,
You
I
didn't
was
do that.
I was
That's
proper
fine.
pissing about. Yeah, literally, I went
Yeah.
marauding.
It's
Yeah,
because you didn't
that's,
do that. You see, if you'd had a manager or a coach or a captain that said that had started pointing to your head and going switch on after you scored,
I need
you wouldn't have conceded.
I needed Gary Neville next to me, basically, like just telling me. Well, but
Switch on. Hey lads, switch on. Always that one. Sunday, it's
I
proper
just
Sunday League managers thing
I
to
just end
say.
up like just chatting to the striker or chatting to the other players. I'm like,
Oh, you're one of them, are
what are you
you?
doing? What are you doing the rest of the day? Yeah,
I couldn't do
yeah.
that, mate. I couldn't
I
chat to them, you
just
see. I'm not like that.
but I like teasing people. That's the thing. Yeah, I
Oh,
like trying to make people bite.
yeah, I couldn't deal with that, Tom.
That's my
I'd be doing the opposite of that,
very
mate.
very annoying personality where at centre back because it's a very easy position to play. Because
Ooh.
you can see the whole game. Like people got no excuse for being out of position. Fuck me, it's everything's in front of you. Like what the
Yeah,
hell?
yeah.
Like it's like if you can't play your passes and like drop in and get the ball off the keeper, and it's lovely to get that all that time on the ball. Fuck me, it's insane. It's
Yeah.
great, and no wonder they get so much of the ball. I've quite enjoyed it. To be fair, I'm more of a Thiago Silva kind of role rather than a like battering ram like Gabriel. I'm like the very silky.
Sure.
Yeah.
Silky. Yeah, can't defend, but
I
silky.
don't
Yeah,
I don't do much tackling because I don't need to.
yeah, yeah.
But
Because
it's
your
just
positional play is so good.
positional
You know
so
what I
good. I
mean?
step when I need to, and then
Of
like
course, yeah.
just corral them over the other side. Easy, mate.
Yeah, that makes
Start.
sense.
I step forward, start attacks, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's fun. Um,
Yeah.
but I think in essence of us getting old, Dan, I think we've. I was sitting with two of my friends who obviously you will meet, Mike and Tom, and we it's reached that kind of stage where when we go out for dinner, number one of all three of us, right? Tom's having his first child in about 3 weeks. Um, Mike just put an offer on a house and is getting married next year. I'm obviously getting married this year. It's dawned on us that we're very, very old, and it's kind of like, oh shit, we're all grown up, I guess. And what was even made more of that, we were in Kingston and we sat like out on the terrace of Sticks and Sushi, and not a good place to sit, by the way. And we saw a lot of youths going like clubbing and stuff, and we're like, oh, put some clothes on. dear. They're
You're
all
old.
just we're like, hey, going out in that? What is this going on? Oh, mate,
Wow.
we could never felt like mid 30s more in my life. But it was like they were just loud, but they were definitely like younger than 18. So I didn't really know what they're doing. Is this a thing, right? It's like 16-year-olds to 14-year-olds just kind of out on a Saturday night, like 10, 11 p.m. and just walking around. Is that a thing?
Probably.
You've got that to come, mate. You've got a
Fuck
little
that.
girl.
Fuck that. I think people used to do that when they were at school. I know people used to do that at school and they're 15, 16, try and get in places and go out.
Just walk around town.
Try
Like,
and get in, yeah.
whee! I never
A
used
lot
to
of,
do that.
a lot of them used to, I didn't used to do it either, but a lot of them did.
No. It was very odd.
Yeah, mate. I think
Didn't
you're just
really
old,
agree.
Tom. I think you're just
I
fucking
think
old
I'm
man, mate.
old and I was just like, oh, I was
Or they weren't
tired.
14, 15, 16. That's just what 18 and 19-year-olds look like, and you just are so unaware about
Literally,
it.
that's what I think.
Right.
That's what I thought it
That's what
was.
I think it is.
I was like, oh, they seem very young, don't they?
Yeah, I think that's what it
The
is, mate, more than
three
anything.
old men fucking in linen shirts. Um,
Yeah. I think that's a surefire sign of the real
Mate,
thing there,
I was
Tom. It's
cool.
that.
Like I had a hat on, like
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
down,
Bet you still had
down.
your football socks on, still a bit muddy on your knees, sat there.
No, we just played golf. Mike was still in his full golf gear, to be fair. I can't do that. I'm like, I've
No,
got
I
to
can't.
change. Like,
I have to get changed.
I have to get changed. I'm like, I'm not walking around town with golf gear on. I
No,
was like, I feel like a
not a
pleb.
chance.
So, yeah, very weird. Very weird. Yeah, I didn't briefly touch on systems. I feel like we've
Systems.
talked about it prior before we go into tier lists. I think we're going to go quiz today because we feel the creative juices aren't flowing, and ChatGPT is only as good as its prompt. So our prompts
Well,
would be
that's what they
so
say, isn't
dull.
it?
So that's what's going to happen. We've got a tier list ready to roll, which is very apt for right now. It'd be interesting to see where you go when you come back. Um, but systems, because this topic came up in my group, my coaches group, which if you want to come join, just message me. That's fine. I think there's waitlist up there now, but people will be released in the next few days, I believe. So, which should be exciting again.
Ooh.
Um, yeah, systems. As you know, I'm mad on systems, mad for
Mm.
it. Um, and breathing like predictable results and being able to use a system to train for certain things in kind of performance or whatever. And it came up in the group of like at least five people asked questions on movement preparation and
Mm.
how I would organize it. And I think it's just I just wanted to raise the topic of bringing that system into play and like my system essentially mobility based stuff into movement preparation, into velocity work, into strength work, into kind of whatever volume specific work, resilience work, and energy system development work. So there's like seven things that kind of get box ticked in a session. And
Mm.
that's what guides where you're going. But it seems to me that perhaps and I guess it's no fault to my own. I know. I feel like PTs because we live in our own echo chamber of our brains, right? Of
Yeah.
like, oh, people must be doing this stuff, must be doing this stuff. But it seems like they're not, right? So I'm going to make it my endeavor that to build people's, I don't know, systems out and make sure they can get results. Because I've had it with like clients before. It's like, oh, I was expecting more, like razzle dazzle, blah blah blah, changing stuff. And I was like, no, because that we don't know what happens when that happens. Like if we're just throwing
Mm.
random shit in that recipe, I don't know how it's going to react. I know how this reacts with you,
Yeah.
with a human, and that's going to get you this result. Cool. We're just going to change the quantities depending on what you're doing and change the exercises and like the little bits of ingredients depending on where you're going towards and if you're doing football, if you're doing this. But creating that systemized approach is just going to get results. And I think it's a big thing for coaches to latch onto because your quality of life is so much easier. Being able to teach it to your clients, they get a kind of a rhythm through their session and they can
Mhm.
actually be like, "Oh, I'm meant to be here now. I know what's happening here. I know what's happening here. It's fine." It's probably like when we play golf, we know we're probably going to use a longer club of the tee. So you're like you in that kind of mindset. We're probably going to smash the fuck out of this, or we've got like, oh, we're going to use wedges. We're going to putt. I have to take my time, read something a little bit more. We know what we're picking out on. Um, yeah, I think it's something that needs to be just highlighted more. And maybe, well, I know in bodybuilding, there's not much of a systemized approach. It's more
Mm.
like this
Well, I
body
think
part, get the volume in.
yeah, I think that part of that problem is because everyone screams and shouts personalized programming or individualized programming, and they then feel like every single thing that they ever do has to fit and they have
Mm.
to start from scratch and every single thing. And it's like, no, it's personalized in the sense of like you solve a problem and the problem that they've got. And if you know your niche well enough and you actually target a niche, in theory, 75% of people that come to you should have the same problem when they first
Literally.
start with you. So they would all require pretty similar programming. Now, again, whether they do that squat with a back squat or a front squat is neither here nor there, really. That's based on preference, yes. But when we talk about systems, so many coaches don't have a system. They just bow down to whatever the client wants usually. And I'm like, well, that's certain points as to, that's smart to a degree, but other parts I disagree with that. And I think that we're stuck at the moment, not really, I suppose, in our echo chamber, but certainly in the fitness industry in general, is it is either this camp of you do everything that I say, you eat this meal plan, you eat every single thing that I suggest because that's the right thing, or it's you can eat whatever you want and still lose weight. And it's like, well, no, it's between those two things, isn't it? It's like we probably need some sort of framework as to how you can do the right things. And we can individualize elements of it, but actually, there's probably elements of it where you shouldn't individualize because you know what? You've tried individualizing everything, and that's why you're in a mess you're in now because you tried to do too much. You've tried to make it too specific to
Yeah.
your needs. Well, no, your needs right now need to change because you're the one that can't adapt and you need to adapt to the program. So, like, I see it a lot with coaches. It's like, oh, eat like you can get the physique you want without having to go to the gym, more than 3 days a week and like, and eat the food you love. And I'm like, okay, but why don't they go 5 times a week to the gym? Like, maybe that would make them get better results. Maybe that's what they actually need rather than being told do minimum as possible, like, or eat the foods they love. Well, they're currently doing that. So I would suggest that maybe you go on a route where they don't do that. Maybe, as an example. Like again, using quite extreme examples within that, but it's just this whole thing around like the coaches to me pander to an audience, screaming individualization and we'll fit the plan around you. And I'm like, or they need to change. So they need a plan to follow that is actually somewhat different to what they would normally do. Otherwise, why would they bother? There's an element of that as well. So I think that not going down the route of like everyone does the same program, but there's also part of it where it's like if you want to get to this end goal, you're going to have to do this program at some point within this
Mhm.
process. Like you're going to
Yeah.
have to do it. So it's like a coach coming to me and going, "Oh, I don't really want to post on Instagram, and I want to get loads and loads of clients and make big business." I'm like, "Okay, so what social media channel are you going to use then?" "Oh, no, I use Instagram." "But you just said you want to post on it every day." "Yeah, no, I won't." Well, you're not going to get very far. Is the equivalent of again some of these coaches and what they're saying is like, "Oh yeah, don't worry, you get the physique you want, you have to train in the gym." "Well, I want to be able to squat 200 kilos." "You probably need to go in the gym then, don't you?" "Yes, you do." "You can't do that at home, can you?" "No." "Probably need to train more than twice a week, don't you?" "Probably." It's just this concept where coaches again like they don't have the authority because they bow down to everything that the client wants. And what we're suggesting is that if you had a system that was in place that was repeatable, not only would you get better results with people, but you would be an authority because people would want to come to use your system rather than for you to change a system to fit them perfectly. They'd actually want to sign up to it.
Yeah. And like, I think people hear system and they think rigid, and it's
Mm-hmm.
malleable to an extent, right? The whole point is stuff fits in those little categories that I've mentioned, but you dial it up depending on if I've got a strength. I train strongmen and I train hockey players. I was like, I've got high rocks people, I've got footballers, I've got long fucking 100 milers that I've got. They could not be too different, like strongman to 100 mile. Yet,
Yeah.
if you look at their programs, we'll still have certain categories that are pretty much the same, but the time spent and different kind of nuances within those categories is very different, right? So
Mm.
Claire will be doing a hell of a lot of fucking calf work. We're learning how to absorb force a little bit more, blah, blah, blah. Her velocity based and plyo work is very, very big because we need that resistance to come up. And then she does a hell of a lot of actually two things that are very similar in strong, weirdly, strongman and long distance runners is trunk stability. Both need fucking epic amount of trunk stability depending on what they're doing because the amount of oscillations and kind of horizontal oscillations that person does as a uh, a long distance runner and a trail runner is huge and they end up butchering their lower back, so that needs to be strong, and so does the strongman. So we do lots of resilience, but guess what, Claire doesn't need to do loads of heavy barbell squatting, and that her strength section is actually quite small. Whereas, let's say Hamish, his strength section fucking takes 45 minutes. Like, but he's not doing so much. He'll do big ESD, not so much volume, not so much power, big strength. Cool. But we're still getting a little bit of each. But I think people don't understand that the rigidity isn't there. Like it's you can change it, but I still want to have somebody who is physically fit. So they're just not that is all you do. Because most of the time I'm training coaches to be the best person for that thing, or but they don't want to lose that last little bit. They don't want to be full potato into it. So it's interesting, mate. It's interesting. Ice
Yeah,
cream
it's
tier
just
list.
go on then.
Ice cream tier. I thought I was bringing that to a natural close.
Are we talking flavors or are we talking like ways to eat it?
I mean, we're
As as
exploring. I
in
put a
as in
pin on
like
flavors. Ways
as
to eat
in
it
as
is
in like
there's
well
the
as
one I
in
want to explore.
okay, as in cone, waffle, cup,
Ah, all right.
like fucking it out of a
What?
bottle, like
Snorted through your
no, because
butt,
there's different
like
types. There's like
in the
there's like a
shop,
sorbet. There's like a sorbet. Because when I think ice cream, right?
in the
If
car
you're
with a
if you're
spoon.
talking if you're talking flavors, right? Then it's just straight off flavors. I'm thinking ice cream out of a tub, like one scoop, two scoops, like that. Whereas if we're talking different types, I'm like, well, there's a Twister, there's a Magnum, there's chocolatey based, there's fruity based, right? I'm just saying, right? On a
Dan's ma-
stick.
Dan's making the how to eat your ice cream tier list. Yeah, that reminded me of Andy Murray. That did. That's how boring you are.
Wow.
Because there was one like clip for Wimbledon, and it goes viral every time Wimbledon's on, and they were going. It's like Wimbledon interviewing all these players, and Andy Murray is secretly very funny, but he's so dry, it's insane.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're going, "Oh, Novak, how do you like your strawberries?" And they're like, "With cream." Oh, this person, how do you like your strawberries? Oh, of course, with cream. It's Wimbledon. Ha ha. And then it's like, "How do you eat your strawberries, Andy?" He's like, "With my fingers." And then it's like, "Oh, great." And he's just so like, "I eat them with my fingers, not with cream." No.
So good.
Reminded me of what you did. Ice cream
Yeah.
tier list. We're going flavors, Dan. So
Okay.
balls. Get your scoop. Put a ball on a cone if you want to, or in a bowl. I
Well,
don't know. See, what do you do actually? That's an interesting question. Cone or bowl?
well, I have a weird thing with this.
All right.
Okay. Either if it's a chocolatey, coffee, creamy kind of ice cream in a cone, if it's more like sorbet or it's a little bit more fruity and it's less kind of like chocolatey or like that, then in a bowl. That's
I
my
understand that because like the wafer doesn't really taste good with the
no.
strawberry or like the fruitiness, right?
No. Like
No.
even like so if you have like a strawberry cheesecake ice cream, I'm like, it doesn't go well with a waffle as well with a waffle as
Hmm.
chocolate, coffee, vanilla, that kind of thing. So and obviously definitely sorbet is definitely in a bowl. Like you couldn't have that in a waffle. That'd be weird in a waffle. Like cone.
Hmm. So
Like
I'm different on that. I will nine times
or
out of
like
ten
lemon.
go for a bowl, no matter what it is.
I usually
But
would go for a bowl, yeah, usually,
but
but
this
that's my
is
stipulation.
because I spill. And I
Child,
and
you're a
I
child.
am guaranteed to get it down me if I'm having a cone. So it is a lower risk
I've told you, Tom,
item.
stop biting the bottom bit and it won't
I
leak out the
thought I
bottom.
thought you bit the bottom of it and you waited it for melt and then it's a nice very good ice creamy drink. That's what I was going for.
Oh my
But yeah,
God.
that mine's based off that more less than flavors or whatever. So yeah, it's just a
I hear you.
convenient
I
of
hear
not
that,
being able
Tom.
to mess. Yeah, it's fine. I don't want to get shit down my top. It's all right.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
done it
okay with
so
that.
many times and I regret it. Like I had a go at Chloe because she was very nice and she bought me an ice cream. But for the car, it was like fucking so hot. I was picking her up with her mum and she bought me an ice cream. And I was like, thank you. Love you. I'm driving. We're going to a place I don't know, so I have to concentrate on the roads in London. And I was like, I'm also wearing a brand new shirt because we're going to a nice place where we're off to. I was like, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna. Can I lick? First lick, straight on me. I was like, brilliant. It's her fault. Should have got me an ice cream. Shouldn't have been a nice
Yep.
person and got me an ice cream. And I was unnecessarily angry at that. Anyway, ice cream tier list. Let's.
Come on, then, hit me.
There's a few in here, so we'll go S A B C D. The classic S.
S
I wish
A
it was.
B
I
C
wish it
D.
was A star. Like I really would like if S annoys me.
Is this a new generational thing that's come up? Because I've seen it a little bit off more often now. Now you since you mentioned it,
Maybe
S A B C D is
S
like the rating
A B.
system. I'm like,
Literally,
where's this come from?
don't know.
It's like
Sexy.
the yeah, it's like where the fuck's the alphabet gone? A B C D, like A's the top. Everyone knows
Yeah,
that A is the
just
top.
do A B C D F. It's fine. Just miss out E. Fine.
Fucking weird, isn't it?
All right, S. We'll name all four. We've got macadamia nut, pistachio, vanilla bean, raspberry on the top tier S. Those are the only four,
Behave.
right?
None of them would be an S.
I would have vanilla,
Go back through again.
macadamia nut,
No,
pistachio,
no,
vanilla.
no.
A good vanilla is good, mate.
No, it's not
Like,
S, mate. It's not S.
yeah.
Behave, Tom. No, you're a
A
vanilla
good
guy. You're so
vanilla
vanilla.
is
You're
good.
so fucking vanilla, you are. Oh my God. Go on.
Raspberry.
No, I love raspberry. I do love raspberry, but it's no way a S. No way.
Yeah, it's no way, yes. Pistachio's very
No.
popular.
It's popular, but I don't get the
Yeah,
popularity with it.
I'm not a big fan. I'm
It's
not
like
a
the whole Dubai
fan.
chocolate thing. I just do not get it. It's not that
I've not
nice,
had a
guys.
Dubai
I need to tell
chocolate.
you, it's not that
There's loads of it
nice.
here now, but I don't really. What is it?
It's just like it's basically pistachio cream with like this crispy wafer thing.
Hmm,
Nothing special. Don't get it. Don't
interesting.
get it.
So macadamia nut is good, but it would be situated up there. It's not. If I've got all
It needs
these
a
to
bit of
pick
chocolate with it though,
from.
doesn't it? Macadamia nut.
Yeah, it needs some chocolate, all right? Because there's we'll talk about our favorites in a bit. So A tier, so one down. Second tier. So we had the Premiership. Let's put it in those firms, yeah. Premiership was
Yeah.
macadamia nut, pistachio, vanilla bean, raspberry. Championship, matcha, butter pecan, stracciatella, strawberry, Belgian chocolate.
Oh my God. See, chocolate doesn't belong there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Chocolate is not an A. It's not an A. It's a B. It's not. It's not. I'll die on this hill. Chocolate ice cream's overrated, right? And number two is what the hell was that first one doing in there?
Matcha.
Fuck off. Matcha. I swear to God,
It's
anyone eating matcha stuff is just doing it for because they've been influenced. They don't actually like it. They don't
literally,
actually like the taste of it. They don't like it.
literally.
They're
They
doing it
just
because they
want a
think it's
green
healthier. They
thing.
look better. They think they look better. They look a little more popular. No, you're just a knob. Just a knob.
Right.
Um, so I think that. What were the other ones? Repeat them again to me, and I'll shout out loud.
Matcha,
Awful. Nowhere near even D.
butter pecan.
Sounds good. Okay
Sounds
with that.
good. Never had it, but sounds
Okay,
good,
yeah, I
right?
haven't, but it sounds good. Yeah,
Yeah. Stracciatella.
that's fine. A's good for that. That's okay.
That's basically just vanilla with fucking chocolate bits in it.
Yeah.
Strawberry.
No,
Yeah. I think I
don't care.
liked it as a child. I don't think I like it that much. And
Yeah,
also,
no.
if the only strawberry that is good, if it's got like real strawberries in it, that kind of
Yeah.
strawberry. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It needs to be like a
Belgian
strawberry
chocolate.
cheesecake, doesn't it? A little bit of
Yeah,
crumble to it, a little bit
it's
of
got to be
like
something in it. Otherwise, it's just like meh. Like the strawberry out of a Neapolitan when you were a kid, fucking gross. Like the classic Neapolitan, everybody just like takes the chocolate bit, and then I'll have the vanilla,
Yeah.
the strawberry just left, and then Belgian chocolate is
Just
there.
don't think it's great.
So I'll caveat this, right? There is a different chocolate on here that is like, but dark chocolate sorbet is different gravy, mate. Like when you're in London, I will take you to my favorite ice cream shop, and it's
Okay.
so fucking good. It's insane. And they also have my favorite ice cream there as well, which is Giandua. Mm,
Ooh,
yeah. It is like hazelnut chocolate. So good. It's basically like Nutella. So lovely. In ice cream form. All right, B. This is League One. Coffee. Rum and
needs to be
raisin.
S. Yeah, awful.
Rocky Road. Cookies and cream. Mint choc chip.
I'm happy with those. Rocky Road is a bit of a debatable one because it depends on what's in it. It's too ambiguous for that. Rum and raisin is awful. It's down there in
Rum and raisin,
matcha.
awful.
And coffee needs to go up to number one. S. S
Coffee,
tier.
S tier. Rum and raisin, no, D. It's getting relegated. Rocky Road. I'm not a big Rocky Road fan, so meh. Cookies and cream. I think it's about right. I actually don't really like it.
No, I'm not bothered by cookies
I'm
and cream. I
not.
think it's
I
overrated.
think I think as a child would order that because
Yeah.
it's too sweet. And mint choc chip is what my mum eats. So you're an old 70-year-old lady if you have that one. Lovely. All right. C. So League Two tier. Normal chocolate. It's probably you probably agree with that.
Yeah, I would.
Coconut,
Awful, yeah.
Earl Grey,
Yeah, awful.
green tea.
They're all awful. They can stay all
They're
down there for me. Good shouts.
they're awful, aren't they? Right. This is where it's like this person's list has just done it for the clicks. D. So the bottom tier in the National League. The Southend United
Playing
of
South
ice
End, yeah.
creams.
Hmm.
Chocolate cookie dough or choc chip cookie dough. I think that sounds quite good. Definitely not D tier.
Not a D
Bubble
tier, no.
gum,
Hmm. Kids one again.
salted caramel,
Fuck off. It's an A. Easy.
dark chocolate. So I'm going to put dark chocolate sorbet as this. Dark chocolate is good ice cream. All right. Dark
Hmm.
chocolate sorbet, be specific, and normal caramel.
Wow, they're nowhere near there. They're
No?
nowhere near any of those. They're all high, much higher up.
What I did realize, Dan, and we should have talked about this, is next week. Do you remember I went to the ice cream project?
Mhm.
I'm going next week again. I just wanted to show you the flavors. Let's get this up. That's what she said. Um, Here we go. I'm gonna. Is this it?
Is this the one where there's like crazy flavors? Okay, the other question though I had for you based off that, which I was going to ask actually while you're looking for that, is if you're having a tub of ice cream and you get two scoops,
Yeah.
when you're mixing flavors, do you have any rules?
Do I have any rules on
Because for
mixing
me, you see, when you
flavors?
have the two scoops, it's just dangerous territory. It's really dangerous territory. You have to make
Yeah, you
sure,
have to something
like
that
coffee and salted
relates, right?
caramel, okay, would work. Coffee chocolate, they coffee strawberry cheesecake, no, like wouldn't quite work. I just don't know, like where there's boundaries in this. Like, I think sorbets go fine together. Like if you had like lemon and strawberry, lemon and raspberry, you couldn't have dark chocolate with anything, sorbet wise.
All right, give us a quick. So these are the ones I'm trying on Tuesday next week.
Oh wow. Okay, 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 okay.
So
Right.
if anybody doesn't know, do type in hashtag ice cream project or go to Anya Hindmarsh because
Oh,
the
I tell you what,
Anya
I would
Village
love to
is
try
pretty
out of
cool.
these. Right, is so. Shall I read them out? You're gonna read them out.
Yeah, you can read about it,
I'll
mate.
read them out. So first one, Malden sea salt. I mean, if it's vanilla ice cream with a bit of sea salt, fine. I don't know what flavor other than sea salt it's going to be because just salt on its own is pretty horrific, right? Iron Brew. Don't think that's going to be a good hit. I'm not going to lie to you.
That's got to be a sorbet, right?
Surely. Kendall mint cake. That will be nice. That will be nice, right? Capella, the juice, the cloudy apple Capella juice. That's got to be a sorbet. Very good as well, I think. This is getting a bit dark now.
Excuse me.
Bisto. Bisto. No. Come on. Not a chance. I'm sorry, but not a chance, right? Awful. Club Orange McVitie's Club biscuit. Epic. That's gonna be incredible. That one. Ovaltine. Controversial, bit malty. Wouldn't
That's gonna be
bother.
nice, no?
I think it'll be nice. I think
Nice
it
and
will be nice,
malty.
but I prefer the chocolate Ovaltine. So it looks like it's gonna be the plain one. Another controversial one. Twiglets. Awful. Like, I love Twiglets, but not as an ice cream. Come on. Now these next two I think are actually gonna be very, very good. Chocolate Hobnob, fucking winner. That's
Yeah,
gonna be
that
so
that's
good.
good.
And then this one controversial, but I think it'd be nice. Porridge oats. I think it's gonna be nice.
Yeah,
Throwing it out there, I
I
think
do
it's
as
gonna be
well.
nice. With this one combined with it anyway, Rouse honey. Oh, a bit of that. Two scoop of that. That'd be incredible. That's two. They're two you would scoop together. Bird's custard powder. All over that. I think that'd be really nice. Next three, god awful. Pickled onions. No.
Ghana's original pickled onions. Yeah.
No, 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 no. Filippo Berio extra virgin olive oil. Absolutely not. Not a chance. And then the last one, sriracha sauce. The flying goose, the famous sriracha sauce. No, not for me, that one. I mean, it's a good selection. I'd still try them all, obviously. I think that's the key thing. I'd still give it all a go, but I mean, that does sound
Yeah, it's quite fun. Like, so we did it last year, and they do like a big like tower of them, and they give you a ball each, and then you basically have a blank piece of paper, and they don't have like they've got numbers on. So afterwards, you know what they are, but you basically try them, and you try to guess which one is which.
yeah, we should be quite straightforward with those, I thought.
Should be, but I did it last year, and I only got like 13 out of 15 or 12.
You shit,
Chloe,
mate.
15 out of 15. Because at some point, mate, like when there's two chocolates that with a slightly different flavor, it kind of just blends in. It's that kind of
Mm.
like if I'm sniffing a load of perfumes, it's just perfume. That's what I'm smelling. I don't know. I don't know what smell is to that one, to that
Yeah,
one, to
yeah.
that one.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, all right, probably I don't know. Yeah, the chocolate ones are slightly different. And if there's any like slightly overpowering of some sort of like vanilla or chocolate or the sorbet thing, it's
Mm.
just like, oh, that just tastes like that. Don't know. So yeah, it
Yeah.
will be. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I think I will most enjoy the Quaker, the Hobnobs, and the Ovaltine. I think
Yeah. Agree.
will be my three favorites, along with maybe the club. I'm very excited about the Bisto. I want to try the weird shit. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I definitely would try it. I just, no one's ordering a tub of that, are they? Do you know what I mean? Stay home with them. Like, they're just not. They're just not, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, Chloe
But
bought a
anyway.
weird tub like last time, and I was like, "You're on your own there. You can." I think there was Penguin. There's the one I bought. I like Penguin biscuits, and then
Yeah,
she
good.
bought like some fucking vial thing, and I was like, "You are on your own. Like, you can have the whole of that tub." She's like, "What?" I didn't like it, so no, that's gross. Which is bound to
Mm.
happen again. She'll get like a full tub of like olive oil or something, or pickled onions.
Oof. Nah.
Oh, she got malt vinegar. She bought. I was like, fucking gross, awful. Anyway,
No.
we'll bring this non-creative. Yeah, we end up being creative about ice cream, just not fitness. It's fine. That's what you got to do.
Mm.
Lovely, mate. All right, any other business?
Not for me. No. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be more
Um,
inspired.
yeah. If you want to be in my group, send me a message because I think I'm gonna reopen, have it a little bit more evergreen. Because I think that's going to be really nice. Because there's been quite a few requests to come in, and unfortunately, I closed it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
We will
Got to
see.
message me first or join that wait list. It's already in my entry. Wonderful. All right, guys. We'll see you in a bit.
See you later.